things. Okay, so I'm just sharing my screen. Wait for a moment. The screen is clear to you. Okay, good morning friends, myself Dr. Pooja Yadav, and the topic for today's class or today's presentation is modulation techniques. We are studying paper 1 of communication systems. So last time we have seen what are communication system, the blocks of communication systems, and then in the very last class we have also seen what is electromagnetic theory and what is sine wave. And for today's class we have given the topic of modulation techniques. So what is modulation technique, why we need modulation, and what are the various types of modulation? That is what we are going to see in today's class. So we will see just an introduction that any electronic communication system, it can be of three types. Okay, it can be unidirectional, it can be bidirectional communication. Then second one, we can classify it according to the nature of information signal. This is how we give the modulation. This is analog, digital, and then there is techniques of transmission. Okay, after modulation we have to transmit the signal. So according to the transmission techniques also we can classify the electronic communication system. So there are so many other types in unidirectional or bidirectional. You can have simplex, half duplex, full duplex. This is all I have told you in the last class. You will be familiar with these words, what is simplex, half duplex and full duplex. Okay, and for the nature of information signal you can classify as analog and digital. So in analog you have continuous signal, and in digital you have bits, you have digital bits. Oh, okay, or series of bits, that is called as digital communication system. Then according to techniques of transmission we can divide it in two parts, that is baseband transmission and communication using modulation. Okay, so in the last class only I have told you about broadband transmission. So what is a broadband transmission? You all know what is a broadband transmission. This is the transmission without any modulation. This is how we are transmitting the signal after getting it from the source. Okay, so the one of example I have given you is your telephone system, your landline telephonic system which you have at your homes or at your office. That is a very good example. But what happens in baseband transmission is ki the electrical equivalent, whatever your data is there, it is as it is transferred through channels or through wired cables up to the receiver. So there are some disadvantages also of baseband transmission. Now if it is a wired communication, so you all know ki what is the main disadvantage? You cannot communicate through a long distance. Okay, the limitation is there, कहाँ तक क्या आप वायर लगाओगे ना, there are so many limitations. So basically baseband transmission is having so many disadvantages along with it. So what are the examples of this? This is telephone network, data communication on computer networks through coaxial cables. Okay, so this is also called as baseband transmission, but it is inefficient for wireless or radio communication. You cannot communicate through radio waves when you have a baseband transmission. Okay, you cannot transmit your data in air because it is not being modulated. Okay, so the distance is one of the main disadvantage in this type of transmission. Then what you have, limitation of baseband transmission. As we have already seen कि there are so many disadvantages of baseband transmission. There are some limitations and some disadvantages also. So I'm repeating the things because these all things are new. So please be attentive and listen to the terms, listen to the words what we are saying. Okay, baseband signal, these ranges from 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz only. You just imagine, this is how low frequency, and if you are communicating on this range of frequency, no, nothing is possible. You cannot modulate it, you cannot mix the signal, you cannot multiplex the signal. Okay, so the bandwidth is also very small. So these are some of the disadvantages. Then what are the next? Then after a travel of short distance, if hello students, can you see the screen what I'm sharing to you?
Yes, ma'am.
You are able to see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
अभी क्या देख रहे हो आप लोग, क्या स्क्रीन है?
Modulation of technique.
Modulation technique. Okay, I'm just taking it back because someone is saying that screen is not visible. Okay, so I'm just taking it back where we were. We were on the disadvantages of baseband transmission. So I'm happy to see you that you are attentive in the class. Okay, in between I will also tell you to start your video so that we will be able to see कि you are listening to the class or not. So is it clear to you what is the baseband communication? So in baseband transmission we were looking at the disadvantages. Okay, so you just recall what are the disadvantages. That the limitation of distance is there, you cannot modulate the signal, so you cannot do multiplexing also, bandwidth is also small, and you cannot use radio communication or a wireless communication. Okay, so because of these much disadvantages accommodated with baseband transmission, what we have invented? We have invented modulation techniques. So what is a modulation technique? This is what we are going to see in today's class. What is modulation technique? Mixing of two signals. As we have already seen in our last classes, that what is modulation? It is just adding the high frequency carrier signal to our low frequency signals so that it should be able to travel to a long distances up to a particular receiver. Okay, so this is nothing but what is called as a modulation technique. So you can define modulation as, modulation is the process of superimposing low frequency information signal on a high frequency carrier signal. Is it okay? So we'll see to the next slide. This is a very good example. I have already given this example in our last class. So this is a person who is residing here, and he is a modulate, he is a your input signal. Okay, and he don't have any vehicle to travel to a long distance, so he is just frustrated. So what I will do, so what we have done, we have given him a carrier, we have given him a good vehicle to carry him to a long distance. So this is what, this is the modulated signal. Okay, this is modulating, this is carrier, and this is your modulated signal. This is the example what I have given you for what is a modulation technique. Okay, so what we will, after this example, I would just like to tell you some of the examples of modulation techniques. Just look at here, this is a single sinusoidal wave, this is your input signal. Okay, these three words you just remember for always. This is modulating signal. जो आपका input signal है, that is called as modulating signal, and this is nothing but the information what we have to transmit to the receiver end. Okay, this is a very high frequency carrier wave. अब ये carrier frequency का range क्या रहेगा? It will be in the range of either radio waves or in the range of microwaves. Okay, radio waves when you use earth communication, and microwaves when we use satellite communication. Okay, so here as an example we have given carrier as a vehicle, and this person, if this carrier is given to this person, what he will become? He will become a modulated signal. Likewise, when we mix these two signals, this sine wave and this high frequency carrier wave, this is also a sine wave. Okay, this is high frequency, but the frequency is very high. Okay, so when we mix these two signals, what we will have as the output? Nothing but as the modulated signal. Here two signals are superimposed on one another. How we will see these two signals? ये देखो, यहाँ पे देखो, the frequency of this signal is same as the carrier frequency. Only the amplitude of this carrier wave is changing at a particular time with the input amplitude of your information signal. Is it okay? Modulation, you all are getting the points? Okay, so this signal, what is a modulated signal called as? Modulated signal. Okay, so when ये example clear हो गया, this is the man, this is the carrier. So if he takes the vehicle and if he will be carried to a long distance, it will be called as a modulated signal. Okay, so this is how the modulation technique is there. We are having so many types of modulation techniques. So a very simple, in a very simple classification, we are just going to see what is there. This is electronic communication system. Here we are bifurcating as the digital communication system and analog communication system. Okay, here we are seeing the types of modulation, how differently we can modulate the signal. This is how in analog we can classify as continuous wave systems and pulse modulation. पल्स मॉड्यूलेशन एंड कंटिन्यूअस वेव सिस्टम. जैसे आपका जो ये पर्टिकुलर साइन वेव है, your audio signals, that is a continuous wave signal. Okay, so it can be modulated by three types. Okay, AM, FM and PM. So what are these three things? Amplitude modulation, frequency modulation and pulse modulation. Okay, because in any sine wave you have these three terms associated with the signal. एक क्या रहता है? Amplitude, frequency और phase. All these things we have seen when we have seen sine wave in our last class. Okay, so you must remember all these things. And in pulse modulation, this is a type of analog only. Pulse modulation, what we have in pulse modulation is pulse amplitude modulation, pulse width modulation, and then there is pulse position modulation. Okay, these are all modulation techniques. From here, AM, FM, PM, PAM, PWM and PPM, these are all what? The techniques of modulations. How differently we can modulate our signal according to the carrier signal. Okay, and in digital communication you have three types of modulation. Okay, now if it is a digital communication system, so how the bits will be there, how the signal will be there? It will be in the form of bits. Okay, जो भी आपका input signal है या जो भी आपका carrier है, दोनों किस में रहेगा? It will be in the form of digital bits, that is mark or space 0 or 1. Okay, so what are the three types? This is pulse code modulation, that this is delta modulation, and this is adaptive delta modulation. All these modulation techniques are very interesting. So we will see one by one modulation techniques in our sequential classes. So here one of the modulation you are going to see here, just look at the look at these waveforms. This is first input modulating signal. This is electrical information, whatever you got after. How we get this signal? As soon as you will get the input from a transducer. This is the output of a transducer. Okay, then we are having oscillators. What we do in oscillator, we generate high frequency carrier signal, and in modulator we mix these two signals together to get a particular type of modulation. Okay, here what is the wave? This is amplitude modulated signal. Amplitude modulated signal means what? Amplitude is being modified according to the modulating signal. Don't be confused in modulating and modulated. Okay, the amplitude of this carrier signal is being modified according to the input amplitude of the modulating signal. Is it okay? This is amplitude modulation. We will see amplitude modulation, phase modulation, and pulse modulation in details. Okay, one by one. This is just an example I have given you for PAM, that is pulse amplitude modulation. So what is the need for modulation? Why we need the modulation techniques? Just what we have seen in baseband transmission, whatever is the disadvantages of a baseband transmission, just to avoid the disadvantages of wired communication system, we have invented modulation techniques. So this is the basic need of modulation, okay, to have wireless communication or to communicate in air. Okay, so baseband signal transmission cannot be used in radio communication. Okay, so for this we are having need of modulation. So what are the basic advantages of modulation? We are going to see here. The first and very important advantage is reduction in the size of antenna. Okay, and then second is it avoids the mixing of signal, means modulation avoids the mixing of signals. Then the third one is it increases the range of communication, means what? The bandwidth what we get after modulation, it increases. Okay, then multiplexing is possible. Then multiplexing, this is also we are going to see in digital communication. When we study digital communication, we are going to study what is multiplexing. Okay, improves, and the last advantage is it improves the quality of reception. Okay, so when nothing of the noise is mixing, no the signal neither the signal two or more signals are mixing, so already it will improve the quality of reception, means at the receiving end you will get a pure signal, not a pure one. You will always need a filter at the receiver end, but somehow the reception will improve, the quality will somehow improve after modulation. So we will see one by one the advantage, how we will get reduction in antenna after modulation. This is one of the example I'm going to tell you. Just look at these things what we have written. Reduction in the height of antenna, how the antenna size will be reduced if we use the modulation technique. So whenever you are using a modulation technique, this I have told you in our last class also, if the higher frequency what you are going to use, it will drastically reduce the height of your antenna, height of your transmitting antenna also, and the height of your receiving antenna also. So how this is possible? This is how we are going to see here in this numerical example. So let us take the transmitting frequency as 15 kilohertz. I will give you one homework also. In the last lecture only I have told you that you have to keep your pen and copy ready with you, because we are not in front of each other. So this is very important for you to write down some of the things. So this thing you can write in your copy along with your pen. So this modulated signal is having the frequency as 15 kilohertz. Okay, so can we calculate the wavelength of this wavelength for sorry, we'll go to the last slide. So how we will calculate the wavelength? This is C by Vm. So what is the, this is how we will have the frequency of light. So how we'll have 3 into 10 raised to power 8 divided by your frequency of transmitted signal. This is 15 kilohertz. So this will be calculated as 1 by 5 into 10 raised to power 5 meters. Can you imagine this long antenna for your wavelength of 1 by 5 into 10 raised to power 5 meters? Okay, so this is not a short antenna. I have given you one of the example that you are using satellite communication system for your mobile phones, for your cell phones. So where is your antenna? It is inbuilt in your PCB. It is just mounted on the PCB. How small it is. So this is how we will get the advantage of reduction in size of antenna when we have a very high frequency used in modulation. Okay. So here when we calculate the size of antenna, it will be L is equal to lambda by 4. Lambda means जो भी आपका wavelength आएगा, that should be divided by 4. It will give you the height of antenna. Okay, just imagine ये सब चीजें पढ़ने के बाद, whatever we are studying, that you should be curious enough to build a communication system, say for some distance of some kilometers. You must be curious enough. When we were in our MSc class, we have studied about these antennas, height of antennas, the modulation techniques, and after that we were so eager as to build a communication system just from one department to another department. That time the phone calls was not there, so we were trying to have a communication between two departments, that is from electronics department to the physics department. So we have tried to make these things on our own. We have tried to design the modulated signal, and then we have tried to design the antennas also. In your next unit you will be having some introduction of antenna also, so then you will be studying how the antennas are to be designed. Okay, so here you will have to calculate first the height of antenna. After calculating the height of antenna, you just imagine that this is 5 kilometer. How long it is? 5 kilometer, did you know? Antenna, just you have to imagine that this long antenna will have to design if we have the transmitting frequency as 15 kilohertz. Are you able to get the point? So this is how we will have reduction in the size of antenna if we are using these high frequency transmitting. Okay, so we are having time just as 10 minutes left for our today's class. So what we will do is we'll just recall what we have studied. It is upgrading, I think. Okay, so this is the reduction in the height of antenna. You got it? This is one of the advantage of what? Modulation technique. And the second one is it avoids the mixing of signal. Okay, so whenever we use modulation techniques, what we will do, we will have some bifurcations of signals. First, we will use one signal for the modulating carrier as say 20 kilohertz. Then we will have signal 2 as 22 kilohertz. Then we have third signal as 23 kilohertz. So this is how we will have the bands of frequency. So what will happen, this will avoid the mixing of signal with one to other. Okay, so in the next thing, I would like to tell you what is the classification of modulation. What are the different types of modulation? Okay, so types of modulations are continuous wave modulation, then pulse modulation. It is having two main types. Then in continuous, you will have amplitude modulation, angle modulation, and then in angle modulation you have frequency modulation, phase modulation. In pulse modulation it is divided into two parts, digital and analog. In digital you have pulse code modulation and delta modulation, and in analog modulation we will have pulse amplitude modulation, pulse width modulation, and pulse position modulation. Okay, so this is the classification of modulation. Now these are the three types of modulation what mainly we have to see. So in first you have amplitude modulation, phase modulation, and pulse frequency modulation. Okay, so first is amplitude modulation. This is just the definition, and here there is a waveform. You just look at the three waveforms, so you will be recognizing the difference between three. First is amplitude modulated signal, second is frequency modulated signal, and in third one it is phase modulated signal. So what is happening, the amplitude of carrier frequency is modulating according to the modulated frequency. Here what happens in frequency modulation, the frequency is being modulated. Okay, in phase modulation, phase is being modulated in the modulation technique. Okay, all these modulation techniques we are going to see in details one by one in our successive classes. Okay, so this was all for today's class. Thank you for to you all for quiet listening, and stay home, stay safe. If you have any queries, students, if you have any queries, you can put the things, you can put your questions in chat box. Okay, so that we will answer. I'll just look at the Shobit has stopped recording. Shobit has asked one question. Can you please explain the definition of baseband modulation? Okay, we have completed the class for today's session. Shall we end the meeting? Is it okay with you? And any other person, if you have the queries, you can put on the chat box, or you can WhatsApp me on your mobile phones. So I'm just ending the meeting. Please be there for our next class, which is at 1:45. Is it okay? Good day all.